Ready on the left. Ready on the right.
I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream.
Together, let us explore the stars, conquer the deserts, eradicate disease, and let the oppressed go free.
And bring about the freedom of these people by any means necessary.
Because people have got to know whether or not their president's a crook. Well, I'm not a crook.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
I know words. I had the best words.
You know, you could see there was blood coming out of her eyes, blood coming out of her wherever. I'm sorry.
But there's no better word than stupid.
I believe that Americans of every political stripe were hungry for a new kind of politics. Politics that favored common sense over ideology. Straight talk over spit.
I guess, are we on?
That's what the finger point
That's
means.
what the finger pointing means?
Yeah.
All right,
I know we didn't discuss that beforehand.
No, we did not at all. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Nest. You're now listening to the Hawk's Nest. I'm your host, KP, a.k.a. K-Swiss, and I'm here with SergInGeneral.
Hi, guys.
Who's giving me the finger pointing.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So, you guys know what we do here. We talk news, politics, social issues, all that good stuff. And we actually have your parents in the building, which is actually kind of funny. Ooh. Hello, Mom and Pops.
Hi, everybody.
Talking to the mic.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know that. Hi, everybody.
There you go. We like it when other people are here, so every time we get to have
Hey, yeah, we
conversations.
could they could actually chime in.
Yeah, for real, because there's a lot of stuff that's happening. If you guys have listened to past episodes, you guys know how we do. We go through each of the branches of government and what they're doing wrong.
we need to add something that they're doing good segment.
They're doing something good. They haven't shut down.
True.
That's good, right? they're still going.
They came close. They did.
Yeah, exactly. They're open.
Are you talking to the mic, sir? Are you gonna sit there and make comments?
Hello.
But yeah, man, they haven't shut down, so that's all good. There's been a lot going on this week. People are losing jobs. Hey, yeah, that's something good. That's something good. He's creating jobs.
True that.
Because he just created a job for FBI director.
Yeah.
So there you go. All right. So obviously we're going to start with the executive branch because the biggest thing that's going on right now, the FBI director, James Comey, has been fired. He's been let go. That's right. James Comey of Hillary Clinton email fame and now of Donald Trump Russia fame. He's now looking for a job.
Interesting how that works.
Interesting how that works.
I mean, I just how we were, the pre-show where we were going over what we were going to talk about. Find it quite interesting how months ago, not even at 6 months ago.
Not even.
Well, about 6 months ago.
Yeah.
All
October.
the Democrats wanted him out of there. Why? Yeah. Because he was investigating Hillary Clinton.
Exactly. So.
None of the Republicans wanted him out.
They loved him.
They loved him.
They absolutely loved this guy. He
Fast forward to 6 months.
He's
all the Republicans want him out. All the Democrats want him in. Politics at its finest.
Imagine that. Which lets you know that James Comey definitely should have kept his job.
He was doing a good job.
Exactly. If everybody hates you and you're a part of the FBI, the one independent body, like they all hate him. And you know what's funny is the deputy attorney general is Roger Stein. I think it's like Rodenstein or something like that. Rodenstein. This guy, you know what he said? He said, "Hey, I don't want this whole thing put on me." Because they were trying to put it all on the deputy attorney general. They were saying, "Oh, well, he recommended it." He was saying how, Comey wasn't doing what he was supposed to be doing and he needs to go. That's what everybody was saying. And he was like, "No, it's not true at all. And I swear, if you guys pin this on me, I'm resigning." He said that 2 days ago. He said, "Hey, look, if you guys try and pin all this on me, I'm out." So now what happens? You fast forward to last night. Trump goes on NBC. He goes on NBC with Lester Holtz. He goes on there and starts saying, "It was my decision. was completely my decision. I was going to do it before anything else, which contradicts everything that the press secretary said like 3 days earlier.
Imagine that.
Dude, I'm starting to think...
I feel like I'm watching just a really bad movie.
Yeah, it's getting worse. But the thing is like the press secretary, like the people that are in the White House press secretary, like the press room, those people, it's like they don't tell them anything. It's like they don't tell them anything. They go out there, they're like, look, I just did this, handle it. And they're like, well, what are the details? We don't know.
Figure it out.
They're like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, Sean Spicer, like, when this happened, Sean Spicer, Kellyanne Conway, and Sarah Sanders all went out there and said the same thing. They all went out there and said, well, what he was doing was he was reacting to the recommendation of the Deputy Attorney General and the Attorney General. 2 days later, he says, no, I was going to fire him before that. And now they're just like, well, we didn't technically speak to the president. Oh, I was like, oh, really? So you're going to answer questions about the president before speaking to the president? Dude, I want to get... Let's just fast forward this. Let's just fast forward this.
So dumb.
Great.
You are really dumb. For real.
That's real. For real. Grade for this week. I you know what? I'm going to give you mine. You got an F for this week.
Yeah.
This week's an F. I got to give him an F this week, man. What's your grade?
I was going to be nice and give him a D-. But the thing that put me over was the whole threats that he made on Twitter.
My God.
I don't know if that was this morning.
Yeah, that was this morning.
He was basically said he did some mafia shit.
Yes,
like if the mafia had a Twitter,
like literally if Don Corleone was in charge,
if he had the
White
Twitter,
House.
He basically said, "Listen, if you got tapes, don't play them."
Exactly. Anything involving Russia.
What? Like, but that wasn't the one that set me off. The one that set me off was, the oil pipeline that was the big deal that they had, and it was going through the tribal lands, and
the
Dakota Access Pipeline.
Yeah, Dakota Pipeline.
Yeah. So that sprung a leak.
Imagine
like if you couldn't time that any perfectly.
Dude, I said that so long ago. I said, look, as soon as they do this thing, watch what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
there's a reason why people didn't want this going underneath water system.
Yeah, so
because of that,
it sprung a leak yesterday, and the only reason I'm giving him the F is because he's the one that was, we're gonna push it through.
Yeah, we're gonna get this thing done because everything is about doing stuff that Obama didn't want to do.
Exactly,
and I get it. You're trying to make your own legacy, but when does this become his fault? Because the last time I checked, he hasn't taken credit for anything that's gone wrong. It's always been somebody else's fault.
Oh yeah, takes credit for everything that kind of goes right.
Yeah, but what's gone right?
Nothing.
That's what
a lot of executive orders, but we all know executive orders really don't do anything.
Exactly.
All it is just a pony show. Like, hey, I'm signing this paper, even though everybody in Congress has to vote on it.
Exactly. They still have to vote on it. That's why. So whenever I hear, because I've had a lot of conversations with people to where they were saying, hey, look, we're gonna do. He's getting a lot of stuff done. He's signing this. He's signing this. He's signing this. He's signing this.
Don't
and
mean
I'm
nothing.
like, it doesn't do anything. Like,
it's a photo opportunity.
When you sit back and say, hey, we're gonna give money. We're gonna give 11. I think it's like supposed to be like $11 trillion or something like that to HBCUs, the historical black colleges.
That's not gonna happen.
People are like, oh, well, it's happening. Yeah, name a bill. Name something that's gone to any of these colleges.
Show me one college that's got anything.
Thank you.
Nothing happening.
Nothing, bro. There's nothing. So this week, yeah, he gets an F, bro. You know what I want to do before we move on? I want to do the tweets from the top.
God.
Yeah.
Read the one from today. I was shocked. I was like,
I'm giving.
Did he just Twitter threat somebody?
Yeah, man. His Twitter feed is the best read ever. Like if you're sitting on the toilet somewhere and you need something to read, go to Twitter, follow Donald Trump, and just enjoy the show.
Set your alarm for about 4 a.m.
Yeah.
That's when he's at his best.
Oh man, bro. You know what's funny? How do you drunk tweet without being drunk? I feel like he drunk tweets, but he doesn't. It's so weird to me. All right, let's see. As I get into his, bro, you know, it's funny. His Twitter feed has got to be like the most viewed. Like I wish we could get Google stats to where we could just see how often his Twitter feed is viewed now. Because we now live in a society where you say something on Twitter and it just absolutely damages the entire world now.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
That's to the point we're at. Before it was just like, whatever. Now, if the president of the United States.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So, 5 tweets.
But hey, you know what? Nobody's been bombed this week, so we got that going for us.
Yeah, but that's, yeah. Well, except James Comey.
Oh, God. I thought
they dropped a bomb on James Comey.
But what sucks for him is that Trump got people that are Russian that will do hits.
That was one thing I totally...
He's got Russian goons.
Bro, I totally...
He was putting that warning out there like, yo, any tapes you got, burn them.
I totally skipped over the fact that he met with Sergei Lavrov
the
and
same
Kislyak.
day.
The same day.
He fired him that morning, met with Russia, and then the next day he's making threats on Twitter.
And here's the thing is that all the photos, any photos that anybody out there, any photos that you guys see are coming from Russian papers because they were the only press that was allowed in there. The American press wasn't even allowed in the room.
That's incredible.
They had the White House photographer, and that was it. Any type of independent media from the United States was not allowed in. None of it. Every story that we got that could have come out of that meeting is coming from Russia.
Yeah, and that's credible.
Yeah. So now when you sit back and say, oh, well, we had a good conversation and we talked about Syria and we talked about this.
How do we know?
We don't. And that's the thing. That when you start creating clouds of mystery, that's the type of stuff right there that makes me, I want him to do good.
You got some big testicles to pull this off, bro.
Yeah.
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 Essentially.
Bro, I want him to do good, man, but it's not working out, bro. Right now, it's not working out. And the thing is everybody's talking about impeachment. Impeachment's not going to happen. So we can go ahead and get off the impeachment train because it's not going to happen. The thing is because...
Shout out to Bo the Fool, tuned in.
Oh, shout out, Bo. What's going on? But the thing is...
Capital L.
Capital L. Almost forgot. Bo the Fool, capital L. But yeah, so the thing is that he technically isn't the one under investigation. His campaign and his cronies. I'm just going to start calling them his cronies because they interchange every single week. Like, I hadn't seen Kellyanne Conway for like 2 months. And then this happens and she pops up on TV.
Oh, the funniest thing was when Spicer hopped in the bush. Did you see that?
Oh,
oh my God.
You're giving press interviews by the bushes in the dark. Are we doing this now? Is that where we're at?
This is like groundbreaking stuff.
Bro, how can anything... I think that's the only place where he could probably say what he wants to say. In the bushes. Because in the press room, he's like, yo, there's way too many cameras in here. Like there's a lot of stuff in here that can really record what I'm saying. It's like you know what it's like? It's like those old spy movies when they go to the garage.
Oh yeah,
there's like Agent X. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Sean Spicer. We haven't seen him. He's been on
Beautiful playing fact checker. He was not in the bushes. He was among the bushes.
Semantics.
I'm sorry.
Semantics. He was on the lawn.
It was all the pictures of him hiding in the bush.
Yeah, exactly. So this whole time makes me wonder. He was on naval duty. This whole time they had Sarah Sanders come out for him. She's the deputy press secretary, so she's been out there for him. Donald Trump is like, hey, I like her.
He said it was his words, not mine.
But yeah, man. So you got press secretaries giving stuff by the bush. Man, I don't know. I honestly don't know. So we're gonna run through these tweets real quick. 10 hours ago, China just agreed that the U.S. will be allowed to sell beef and other major products into China once again. This is real news. I wish I could do his voice. This is real news. I can't really do his voice.
In exchange for what?
What do you think, Serge? That's where it is.
Well, they're sending their beef